Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristina if you're new here, and this is a channel about everything planner related. My voice sounds much better than the last video, so thank goodness for that. But if you watch my videos, then you would have heard 2 videos ago me talking at the very end about a notebook that I was interested in, and it was the Nanami Cafe Note in the B6 slim size. And I had mentioned, well, it's always out of stock, so I don't really need to worry about it. Well, I checked like 2 weeks ago, and voila, it was in stock. So I didn't even think about it. I just went ahead and I bought it because I'm gonna need it in the future. And of course, when I need it, it would be out of stock. So just get it now, get it done and over with. So it came like this with a clear sleeve, and I had also ordered a protective cover, and it was $5, I believe. And it has some pen loops and just a really basic sleeve here, but I haven't tried it on yet, but I'm sure it fits because it came from the same website. So this is the Cafe Note. Like I said, B6 size, and they have all of the dimensions right on the front, which is really helpful. 176 by 110 millimeters. You get 384 pages, and it is a 3.7 millimeter grid. So we'll get into that later, the grid size and all that. And in the description box below, I will have all of the boring stats for you. Because I know some people, it's really important to know the measurements of not only this notebook but other notebooks, so that you can compare and see what will fit your current life. So let's get into it. Let's open this guy up. It has just a pink piece of paper in the front. I'm not sure why. And it has a, I believe this is called flyleaf, and it reminds me of a manila folder. It's just kind of like, I don't know, off-white and nice and thick. So kind of a nice change from the Stalogy gray-green situation that they have going on. And then immediately goes into the grid pages, which again are 3.7 millimeters. And yeah, there's no this notebook belongs to or anything like that. It just goes straight in. And now you can see, let me zoom. You can see that there's a little bit of a border on the bottom, on the side, and on the top. So different from the Stalogy again, which has a fairly large border at the top for the dates and whatever. So that's a nice change. And then the back, again, the flyleaf, and then here we go. So let's take the cover. This is a protective cover, and it's nice. I like it. And it says, oh, on the back here, Cafe Note B6 Slim, Tomoe River Journal Grid. New. I like it. I like the cover. And then as for the actual notebook itself, it's kind of like this coated situation going on. It's this beautiful, deep, rich, cranberry shade. Has a really nice feel and texture to it. I really like it. It's not like a leather print. It's just I don't know how to describe it. I'm really hoping that you can see the texture. There we go. Now you can see it. So, and the shade is beautiful. It's kind of a nice change from the Stalogy, just plain old black. But that's what it looks like. Just plain. And that's what we want, right? So that we can do our own decorations and whatnot. So, that is the Cafe Note in a nutshell. So now we're gonna do some comparisons, and I pulled out everything I have, so hopefully you can get a really good idea of the size. So I'm gonna set this off to the side. The first thing I pulled was a B6. So if you have a B6 Stalogy, or if you're in a TN situation, this might be interesting for you to see. This is a Simply Gilded B6 insert. It is a true 5x7. However, a Stalogy is 128 by 182 millimeters, and I measured this and it's 126 by 178. So again, go in the description box so that you can see all these numbers and get a better idea, okay? So the height is basically the same, tiny little bit of height difference. And then you can really see the width difference here. And that's obviously where the slim comes from for this. So you lose just a little bit of space, but really I'm not that concerned about it. Let me get my ruler here. So you lose about 11, like 14, what is that? Oh wait, you have to start here. So almost like 20, I'm really bad with millimeters. I'll leave that on the screen. All right, so there's that. That is the B6. I also pulled a Hobonichi Weeks. So the Hobonichi Weeks is 92 by 182. And we're going to get into covers in a little bit because I see a lot of comments on Facebook groups about the differences. So as you can see, the height of the Weeks is more, but the width of the B6 is considerably more. So I don't know, if you split the difference, you probably have about the same amount of space to write in. It's just configured differently. So that's the Hobonichi Weeks. Now let me grab my A6 out of here. And this is gonna be, if you're like me and you love like something compact, I think you're really gonna like the B6 Slim. All right, so here's the A6. Let me get off all this. I think I'm gonna remove these guys. They're driving me nuts. So A6 Stalogy, right? Obviously a major height difference. The let me tell you the dimensions here really quick. So the A6 is 105 by 148. So 105, 148. You get a lot of space there, but however, look at that. The width is basically the same. You get just a tiny little bit extra right here. So I'm excited for that. I mean, the A6 is clearly working for me while I'm, you know, like making it work for me, but I'm just really interested to see how a little bit of extra space up here would help me out. Like, am I gonna like this? Am I gonna hate it? So that is the difference between the Slim and the A6. Now, some of you are aware of a product called the Jibun Techo B6 Slim, which is kind of like the Hobonichi cousin, just a different size. So I don't own one, but I cut a piece of paper and it's 120 by 190. And even though they both call themselves B6 Slims, huge difference. So let me put this back here so you can see. Look at that. Big difference, and it's considered, they're both considered B6 Slim. So that's interesting to me that it's not a standard size. All right, so next we're gonna get into the only thing that I can help you with right now because I don't have a cover for this yet. This is a Hobonichi Weeks size notebook. And I see the question all the time, can a B6 Slim fit in a Hobonichi Weeks, or can a Hobonichi Weeks fit into a B6 Slim notebook cover? And the messages are always like, I don't know, here are the dimensions. So I'm a visual person, I'm hoping that this will help you. So Hobonichi Weeks cover. And I'm going to go ahead and say no for this guy. And then if you have a Techo, the Techo is going to fit in the side here. But again, there's just not enough space in the spine. Now, could a Hobonichi Weeks fit into a B6 Slim cover? So here's a Weeks. Here's the Techo. And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that a Hobonichi Weeks could fit into a B6 Slim cover. Because most B6 Slim covers are made for the Jibun Techo, not for the Cafe Note. So, which is great. It gives you a little bit of extra space width-wise and height-wise. So if you see, you know, a deal on a B6 Slim cover, but you use a Hobonichi Weeks, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Go ahead and grab it. It's going to fit. You're going to have a lot of extra room in the spine, but if that doesn't bother you, then, you know, go ahead. And can a Jibun Techo fit into a Weeks? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I'm just going to go ahead and say no. Unless you have like a super wide spine, I'm going to say that this isn't going to work. So I hope that you find this helpful. I've done a lot of research to try and help you guys out here because I'm a very visual person and I know most people are too. So if you are interested in the B6 Slim size, now you have some information. I can't wait to use this. It's going to be a couple more months, however, because I have quite a bit more space in the A6 to go. But when I finish this guy up, then I'm moving into this one because I'm a one notebook. I'm a one notebook girl. I don't know why that was so hard to say. And I hate waste. So this guy has to get finished before I jump into this guy. And by the way, look at this vinyl. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, that's enough for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this helpful. Really quick, I totally forgot that I was gonna talk to you guys about the grid spacing on the Stalogy versus the Cafe Note. So my bad. I'm just gonna put this at the end here, but can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Let me zoom you in here. This is really light, really light gray, and this is obviously more pronounced. But this is a 3.7 millimeter, and this is a 5 millimeter grid. And then I already told you guys about the differences at the top. So tiny little bit versus all this width right here, which is like 13. Wait. I'm really bad. I'm really bad with this stuff. I think that's 13. Yeah, so that's the grid difference. It's gonna take me some getting used to because, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's much smaller, but it kind of is. So anyway, that's the difference in the grid. And if you have a Hobonichi Weeks, where did I put mine? Oh, it's over here. It's still in this notebook. It's going to be the same because they're both Tomoe river paper, so they're both the 3.7. However, this one's more yellow and this one is like a winter white. Let's call it winter white. So, all right, that's it. I swear. Thank you guys again for watching. and I will see you in the next video. Bye!